Hey guys, testing the
Be
microphone.
serious now.
Sing now. Come on.
I will get up on.
Oh please, don't do that.
Let's get to action.
Hey guys.
Hi, welcome back to our channel.
Yeah, it's been ages now. We haven't been posting, but now we are back like we never left.
Yeah, giving you back to back tips and reasons why you should come study in Ireland.
Yeah, of course. So in today's video, we didn't say our names. Should we forget the names? They're not important anyways. Anyways, my name is Faith and
My name is Sophia.
okay. And in today's video, we'll be telling you about some of the mistakes that immigrants make when they travel abroad, especially when you're coming to study. So we have been here since 2019 and we came here to study. So we'll be telling you some mistakes that we have
We have
seen.
made,
Yeah.
yeah, we have seen and also we have made.
Yeah, we didn't make all of them. We're not that bad now. Come on.
Yeah, so
So we
met some
just
of them and then something that it's been kind of like common within our circle.
so we will be starting with the most important of all. Do your research. Can you say that again?
Yeah, emphasis on do your research because I, for one, I was a victim of not actually researching before coming to Ireland. I kind of like studied a not so relevant course that was not even in the critical skills list or the general work permit list. The agent that I'd used then, she's very good regardless, but she doesn't live in Ireland as well. And she didn't really like know the difference on how like you could get a job upon graduation for you to be able to qualify to stay back. And me, the student that wanted to come and study in Ireland, I wasn't thinking about such. I just wanted to leave Nigeria at that time and did not really factor different things on the job requirements on staying back. Like my first degree, I did international studies and diplomacy. And then for my master's, I did journalism and media communications. Those two courses can never qualify you to get a job offer for you to stay back. I did not do my research properly. I just wanted to leave, and my agent did know the difference. And then I came here
Yeah.
to
So what
do.
made you come into Ireland? I never asked you before. How did you find an island?
Yeah, it was
Like how did you find
actually
out about it?
yeah, it was a friend that told me about Ireland,
Yeah.
and she referred me to the agent that I'd used then.
And you're ready to fly. Let's go to Ireland.
Yeah,
But
because
thank
the
God
first
it's a good country anyways, because imagine if
yeah.
it was a bad place, like it would have been so
Yeah, the
difficult.
first option was actually Canada for me. We'll get back to that
Yeah,
point
lots
very
of
soon. We'll
lots
get
of
back to that soon. Yeah, I just wanted to leave Nigeria, so I didn't really do research. So I try as much as I can to tell you it's not all courses that you should study, and
mm,
don't always rely 100% on other people's decision or choices for
yeah.
you to make your own final decision
Yeah.
as well. I can tell you something, I can just suggest, but don't take my suggestion as your final conclusion. Spend even if it's 10 minutes of the day every day for like two
Yeah.
weeks and make research on why Ireland, why that course. Is that course in demand in Ireland? Is that course on the general skill list or the critical skills list? Do I want to stay back or I just want to use Ireland as a stepping stone to leave Nigeria? Make those research and let those guide you in making your final decision. If you just want to come and do your master's degree in Ireland and not gain any work experience at all, then it doesn't matter the course you want to study. But if you want to come to Ireland and study and say, okay, I want to get some practical work experience to stay back, then what are the kind of courses that you need to do? So spend time to actually research,
Mm-hmm.
emphasis on the research because
Yeah.
people make that mistake of just migrating and not actually putting in work to even
Yeah.
not just about the cost, like the standard of living,
No
the
planning. Yeah.
transportation system. How is it like? Is this something that I could blend in? Is this something I'm going to be used to? Put in that extra work and don't just take whatever you see online. Think about it. Does it align with your long term career goal, your short term career goal? Is that where you see yourself? Is that how you want to live your life? So
Yeah.
actually think about those things.
Yeah, especially with the decision on the course. We'll be making a video on the kind of courses that you can study with high chances of securing a job that can sponsor your work permit. So stick to this channel.
Yeah, I think we should also make a video on courses that do not qualify and
Yeah.
even some jobs that even if you get the job,
You can't use
You
for
can't
sponsorship.
use it to apply for work permit. I think we
Yeah,
should do that video as well.
yeah,
Jobs
we'll
that
work
you
on
can
that.
never do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So do your research. If you don't know how to make research, just go online, type what you want to know.
Mm.
What are the chances of getting a job if I study tourism? What are the chances of getting a
Yeah.
job if I study journalism and
I
media
mean,
communications? I'm sure if Sophia checked, she would
I
have had
wouldn't
made
have
a
studied
second
it.
decision or as the
Yeah.
agent. You don't have another course for me.
Yeah, I definitely would not have studied because I
Mm-hmm.
made that mistake. I
Yeah.
keep saying it. I made that mistake to come and I paid 12,500 euros to come and study journalism and media communications. No way. Yeah, I would have even done something else in higher diploma rather than paying the master's degree for journalism. But I'm not saying it's not a good course.
Yeah, because some people can get job, but
Yeah,
the chances, the
yeah.
percentage of people that will
You
get
have
job
to
on it,
put in the
a lot
extra
of work.
work. Maybe I'll make a video and talk about
How you
how
migrated to your new
yeah,
role?
yeah,
Yeah,
how I was able to navigate my
yeah.
career path and
Mm-hmm.
got a job as a project manager, and how I
Okay.
got my work permit and also my sample.
Okay, we got it there. We should throw a party on this channel.
Yeah, so emphasis on the research.
So the second point is just getting advice from anyone.
Yeah, getting unsolicited advice. I,
Advice is
for
not bad
one,
actually, honestly.
yeah, me myself, I've had a lot of experiences in this
Hmm.
country. I took advice from different people when I came because I had a lot of fears. Because let me be honest, I've never worked before in Nigeria. So when I came, I was actually seeking advice from different people because I thought they could actually help me.
No.
Yeah, so I remember in 2019 when got my first role as a care assistant, I met some really old Nigerian
Aunties.
immigrants, yeah,
Yeah.
aunties that have
And they've
been
been
here.
here long. So what they
Yeah,
know is stale. Sorry to
yeah,
say. Not like
yeah,
they don't have good advice, but it's in
yeah,
the past. And what worked for them then is not what's happening now.
exactly.
A lot of things have changed.
Yeah, exactly. So I tend to fall to seek their advice and opinions in a
Yeah.
lot of things that I did at that time. I was always asking them, how did you get your papers? How were you able to stay back? What did you do? Because I automatically thought most like 80% or 90% of the people came here to study and they actually got their papers to stay back. But to my shocking surprise at that time, some of them would tell me, go get married.
That's the main
Yeah,
one. Always going to get married. Like getting married, something that big
yeah,
to get stay. Like that's a
just to get
lot.
married for wrong reasons, and
No,
that's not something that I can ever
no.
do. And then some of them will tell me, go meet your madam to tell you how she got your papers. I'm
Then
like,
you're wondering which
yeah, which
madam.
madam? Because they all thought like, oh, I came here for illegal
Yeah.
trade. So some of them told me to seek asylum, and I know no, there's no way I'm going to ever seek asylum because I love my country. My family lives back in Nigeria, so me seeking asylum means I'm never going to see them or I'm not going to see them
For
for
years.
years. So that was like
It's not
not on
worth
my
it.
option at all. Yeah. And then to top it all, the one of you will never get a job.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, they'll be like only Irish people can get
Get
good jobs.
jobs or you
All
have
the
to
good
come from an
jobs are
EU
for Irish
country.
and EU. If you
Yeah.
are black, don't bother yourself. Just go and be doing your care. Go and do all
Yeah.
the certifications. We did it though. We did it. We spent
Yeah.
a lot of money,
Yeah.
honestly. But
Yeah. I the number of times that even students that we came in the same time, yeah, they were doing courses in like data analytics, computer science, financial technology. This same student that we entered playing together in January 2019 to come and do our masters together were also telling me, because I did international studies and media diplomacy and journalism and media communications, they were also telling me that I would never get a job to stay back. I would never even get a job that would even want to employ me, let alone even want to sponsor my work permit.
mhm,
And trust me, people, I believe them.
yes,
Yeah,
me
I
too. I didn't even
actually,
want to bother.
yeah,
I said
I
it's
didn't
fine
bother.
because I was happy
Yeah,
with the care job when I got my first place.
yeah, yeah, I
I
didn't
nearly threw
bother.
a party because I was excited. I was comfortable. So
Yeah, I didn't bother to look for a job
yeah.
for 2 years. Yeah, it took me, it was almost 3 years. I didn't bother to look for a job
Mm-hmm.
because I already had this fear imputed in me
There was
that,
no point.
yeah, I would never get a job. So what's the essence of me applying? That getting a corporate job is impossible for a black
Mm-hmm.
person.
And we're even trying to consider other countries.
Yeah, let me tell you about that just now. So because
Oh
I already
God.
have that fear that I was never going to get a job to sponsor my work permit to stay back, the whole focus was back to Project Canada. Project Canada.
Not like it's even easier in Canada anyways. It's difficult. You need
Yeah.
to plan yourself if you want to even excel in a place.
Yeah,
But that
but
moment, that's
yeah,
what
at that
would work.
moment it was Project Canada
Yeah.
because then I had friends in Canada that had 9 to 5, and I'm like,
Balling.
okay, yeah, they were chilling and balling. I was like, oh, since it's already news here,
Let's go.
painted black on the placard, I'm never going to get a job in Ireland. Oh, Project Canada. I actually paid for, I have my master's degree here, but I actually paid for a postgraduate diploma program in Canada. I paid tuition fee.
And you didn't
Yeah.
get it back till now.
No, I didn't get it back.
Just imagine how much.
Yeah, and I actually got the student visa, but it was
She was
already.
already settled at that
Yeah,
time.
I'll go back to that part of the gist now. Sorry, my gist is
Yeah,
plenty.
there's a lot of G. So stay tuned to this channel. We have it all
Yeah,
for
so it was
you.
Project Canada. I paid.
Even IELTS, getting
Yeah,
that English score is something else on its
yeah,
own.
yeah. I wrote IELTS. I wrote it 5 times.
Yeah.
Yeah, to be able to get the max score so I could apply for express
Mm-hmm.
entry. I paid an agent, one of their IRC, whatever they call it in Canada,
A
for her
lot of
to,
money
yeah,
also.
for her to assist me to get my express entry to Canada.
How much does somebody have to pay in all these things when you don't really know which one you want to go for? It's
Exactly.
really
Yeah, so
sad.
it was Project Canada. So I wasted all my resources and I wasted 3 years trying to move to Canada. I actually applied for the visa, but the visa was taking too long to come out.
Yeah.
Thank God it took long to come out. The visa was supposed to come out in 6 months max, and it was over 8 months. I wasn't getting the visa, and my second year postgraduate work visa year was already elapsing. So that day, I just took the courage and I told my friend Faith that I was going to resign from my previous role. And she was like, resign, you don't have a job. And I was like, yeah, she was even planning an event. We're supposed to go to Nigeria in May. Well, we're supposed to go to Nigeria, I think on the 10th of May. On the 2nd of May, after that was even my birthday. I was just so sad. And I'm like, I'm applying for Canada visa, it's not coming out. What do I do? What do I do? The 3rd of May, a day after my birthday, I just told my manager as at then, my employer as at then, that I wasn't going to work anymore. I just resigned. I closed my laptop. I sent back their laptop to them, and I'm like, nah, I'm not working anymore. This job that they're saying I'm never going to get here, I want to get it, and I will get it. And prior to this,
She
I
was
had
already
done,
studying
yeah,
as well.
yeah,
Not
I
like you
did a lot
just
of
don't
certification.
go and resign from your job. Oh, rent is expensive.
Yeah, I've already
She had a
prepared
plan. Yeah.
myself. Yeah, I already prepared myself while waiting for Canada, because even the certifications I was doing here, it wasn't for here, it was for Project Canada. And I'm like, okay, I already have these certifications. Project Canada isn't coming. Let me try with Ireland. And then I closed my laptop on the 3rd of May and I started applying for roles. And that same day I applied, I got a call from Bank of America. And I told my friend that, I applied for a job today and I did my CV myself. I got a call. So imagine if I really dedicate time and,
What's going to
yeah,
happen?
apply aggressively, I might
Yeah.
get something. And she was like, yeah, that's true.
Yeah, it all boils down to the mindset, I would say. So
Yeah, and how
associate
well you push
yourself.
yourself.
Yeah, associate yourself with people that have good mindset, people that believe that everything is possible.
Exactly.
Because me, I didn't even believe there was job until my friend Ella got job. Because
Yeah.
since she didn't like her care job, she hated it from the start. So she was always looking for ways to how to get out of that care job. So when she got job, even
Mm.
before she finished school, that was what even motivated me. If I didn't even have, I would just keep sticking to my auntie's stock and be looking for
Yeah.
how I would get back stable. But associating yourself with people that have the good mindset, people that believe that it's possible, people that believe that immigrants can get good jobs is
Yeah, and
really a
truthful
plus.
as well, and truthful, because some of them can lie.
Mm,
Some of them can have children at the back and tell you that it was a job that
and it
employed them.
wasn't.
So having genuine good circle that are
Great
full,
mindset.
yeah, positive and
Yeah.
great mindset actually helps. So back to my story, I got a call the first day I applied for role, and then I started applying aggressively. Lo and behold, my favorite people on YouTube, I got a job less than a month of applying for
Aggressively,
jobs
oh, and she was
aggressively.
ready. She did a
Yeah, I paid a
certification.
mentor as
Yeah,
well.
she's going. Oh, that's another story. The amount, that's another video on its own on how
Yeah,
it all happened, but
yeah,
it was worth
and
it.
yeah, I started applying for jobs on the 3rd of May. And then I got a job on the 3rd of June.
Yeah, it was. I don't think
Yeah,
it was up to even the 3rd of June.
yeah.
I don't think
Because
it
we're
was
coming
up to.
back from
Yeah.
Nigeria that day. Because
Mm-hmm.
I remember when I was even going to Nigeria, my mentor was like, "What if you get a job from Nigeria?" And I'm like, "Yeah, there's nothing God cannot do."
Yeah.
Yeah, God can do everything. And I believed in God and I applied aggressively. I was doing interviews back to back and I got a job on the 3rd of June. And guess what? My employer even applied for me before I started my job.
Yeah. They
This
have.
probation first. But the reason why I said I wanted to just highlight it that mine applied for me even before I started. This is the same person that everyone was telling, even fellow international students was
That's
telling
what
that,
they know. They were not like
yeah,
being, but that's what we know. It's
yeah.
just yeah.
So
So not
the
really say
thing
they're
I'm
doing bad.
no, they're
Mm-hmm.
not doing bad, but don't allow other people project
Their
their fears.
fears.
No, I'm not saying they were doing bad, but
Mm-hmm.
if I'd allowed those people actually project their fears, waiting for Canada visa, I didn't. Let's say provincial, I didn't get it, and my stay elapsed here. I'd have gone back to Nigeria.
Yes.
But I just crossed my mind. I'm now like, nah. Whatever happens, happen. At least let me know I tried myself now, rather than listening to people's advice only and letting them project their fears and failures into me. Mm.
Yeah. Just to say now, before she applied for this job, she got the skills required. Don't go and
Yeah,
start applying for a job and say they're not calling you. She
yeah.
put the skills required,
I put
spoke
in
to a
extra
lot
work.
of people, not just even one self,
Yeah.
a lot of people that haven't helped to make it come to pass.
Yeah, I put in the extra work. I studied. I had to change my career. I
Certifications and all
spent money. I spent time. I made
efforts. Yeah.
sacrifices to actually get here. So when people ask me how long does it take to get work, I can't tell you how
No.
long it's going to take you to get your work permit.
No.
So most times people feel like I come across like being blunt and being rude. But no, I can't tell you. It all depends on how well you put in that effort. I have a friend that got a job a month after graduation.
Yeah, Ella got job a month.
Yeah,
Even before, I think she was still studying. She just resigned. She didn't even
yeah,
continue working. She just stopped working and then just waited for them to apply for a
yeah,
visa. And she was the
yeah.
one that even motivated
Yeah,
me to
so it
even
all
believe
depends
that it's
exactly.
possible.
So there are people that get jobs ASAP, but it
Yes.
took me almost 3 years to get mine because I allowed others put in their fears and I was taking all solicited advice that I did not want. Even people that I did not even ask for advice, they were telling me, forget that. Wait till you come regionalizing my media communication.
Who's saying
Omo,
you safe?
who saying you are no no no
Even
no.
they will tell you one person that did data analyst, I mean
Yeah,
the
I never
business
get
analyst that are not getting job. It's
never get
now
job
now your journalism
exactly.
that you want to get job.
And they already had this mindset that black people only work as caregivers, they only work as factory workers, and even as a factory worker, they feel like, oh, you have to do the lowest of the lowest role, which is like a general operative, not like even a supervisor or anything. They just believe that once you are black, you are subjected to the back. But no, Ireland, it's for everyone. Job is for
It's for
everyone.
everyone with a plan. Don't come here without a plan.
Yeah, third one, coming to a country without a plan. So, what's your plan? Is Ireland just a stepping stone?
Are you looking to go
Are you,
somewhere
yeah? Are you looking
else?
to go somewhere else? Are you looking to settle? Are you looking to go back to Nigeria to establish?
Yes.
So, have that plan and structure to guide you.
Yeah.
If not, you just notice that you are just in the
And
country.
time is moving so
Exactly. I
fast. You
can't believe
cannot
we are here
stop
for
it.
5 years.
Yes. Like
Yeah,
when did I come here? I can even still remember my picture. I can remember myself at the airport when I came
yeah.
in. So
So, coming here without a plan is like you just wasting your money saying, oh, let me just go there
yeah.
and see what it has in store.
Mm-hmm.
Because if I had a plan, I'm sure it would have taken me that
Mm-hmm.
long for me to settle in and actually settle down.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because if you get stamp 1G, it's just 2 years. If you keep waiting and then when it's not towards the end, you'll not be panicked. You
yeah,
will not even have the energy to want to even do anything
exactly,
because you're already tired.
exactly.
But if you have a
So,
plan in place, as soon as you come here, you've already started working on your
exactly.
plans.
So having that plan is okay. When I get in here to get a job, what kind of jobs do I want to apply
Yeah.
for? Do I need extra certification for me to be able to get that role? Do I need a mentor? Do I need extra training? Do I need internship? So having knowing what you actually want and planning towards it. I think there's a saying that says someone that doesn't have a plan plans to fail. So what do you need? Do you need that extra skill? Is it that you it's not everything self is not even about certification. Do you need that soft skill? Are you someone that doesn't know how to speak in public? Okay, so the plan is whenever I have a classwork, I should be presenting. That will build my soft skills. So having that plan and structure to okay, this is where I'm lacking behind, and this is what I need to do to fill in that gap.
Uh-huh.
would guide you and help you in settling down in
Yeah,
Ireland
if
very
for
fast.
example, maybe you choose a course that is a bit difficult, you can start learning it from Nigeria. Still a
Exactly.
plan. So that when
Exactly.
you come here, at least they say something, you should know the basics.
Yeah, and I know some people say, "Oh, I never used the computer before." Oh,
Uh-huh.
when you come to Ireland, everything you do, you need a computer. So go to
Go to
while still
computer
in
school.
Nigeria, go to a computer school and learn it. Have that plan and structure in place before
Uh-huh.
you move to any country, not
Not
just
even
even
Ireland,
Ireland.
yeah.
Yeah, have that structure in place because that would really, really help you. Number four or number five, we've lost track because we're having conversations now with our
Yeah,
friends.
mind
Yes.
to mind, heart to heart. So the next we'll be talking about is savings. So you don't even need to be earning big to be able to
Yeah.
save. Even if it's 20 euros, even if it's 5 euros, just try and save something. Because you think they'll pay me next week, they'll pay me next month. But by the time you know the year is gone, you don't have any savings. And
Yeah.
then you see yourself collecting credit card. The banks, they're happy to give it to you, of course, because you pay interest. It's not like it's even going to help your credit score. They don't do that here.
Yeah.
Yeah, even if you want to get mortgage, you don't use credit scores to give you a
Yeah.
mortgage. Although they have some documents just to see that if you took any loan, you paid. That's just what they want to see.
Yeah, we don't do credit scores in Ireland, so be very, very careful of taking credit
If
card.
you don't need it, if you need it,
Yeah,
sometimes you could be pressed, of course. But if you don't need it, there's no point.
yeah, be very, very mindful of taking credit card because you think you are swiping government money, but you are also swiping your
You are
money.
swiping your gbese.
Exactly, because you are swiping money that you could use and actually save and invest
Yes.
rather than saying that, oh, let me just spend it, it's not
Yeah.
mine. You're actually paying for it with
Yeah.
high interest. So as a student or a new immigrant in Ireland, it's
You
always
don't need it.
yeah, you don't need it, and it's kind of like advisable to have two accounts, one
Mm-hmm.
for your spending and one for your saving, because you don't know when you would actually need that money, and you might even want to invest. That's why you hear most people say, I don't say for abroad 20 years, oh, nothing to show for it, oh, abroad hard, oh, nothing there for abroad, oh. But it's the poor decisions that you make the very first few years that you actually move to a new country
Yes.
that actually shape your entire life decision for the rest of the years that you're going to be in
Yeah, although
that place.
mistakes can be made. So the earlier you
Yeah, you
know that
try
you're
to
making a
avoid them.
mistake, then the better for you to just and the chances of you fixing your mistake.
Exactly.
Yeah, because if you have a credit card, you think you always have the money. You buy what you don't even need.
Yeah.
If I have like if you give you credit card, the first one they can give you 750. Imagine having 750. You have money now, you're rich. So you're
Yeah.
not gonna be buying things you don't need. You're gonna buy expensive things that you can even do without.
Exactly.
But although if you need it, you can get one, of course.
Yeah, because even when I came at first, I thought they were doing credit score. I took a credit card of the student credit card of
750.
750 euros. But when after collecting and I noticed I don't need a credit score, I returned it back because what's the essence? You don't need to build any credit score if you want to buy a car on finance or you want to buy a house. So long as you have a good savings,
Yeah,
they'll
and you
see your
and any loan
salary.
you took, you paid
Yeah,
it
you
in the
paid
right
it.
time. Yeah.
Yeah, your grant. So be very careful of credit cards.
Yeah. And then
Saving in naira, you can naira loses value, like it depreciates. Let me not say loses value, for lack of better words. It depreciates. You can't be earning in euros and you're saving in
converting.
naira, and it's not like you're going to move back to Nigeria in the next 2 to 3 years. It's not like you that money you're saving in Nigeria is going to yield back interest that is going to be higher than euros. So it's better you open another account here in Ireland and save that your euros in euros. And if you're going to Nigeria in 20 years' time, 1,000 euros of today in 20 years is going to be higher than that 1,000 euros you're going to save in Naira today. So always save in euros. Stop saving in Naira, because I know someone then, immediately he gets paid and he pays his rent, he will just send that money to his Nigerian account like ASAP.
Not like you
He
want to use it for any business,
no,
just to
no business.
save.
He saved because he feels like, oh, when I save 1,000 euros in there, I have 5 million naira. But change that 5 million naira back to
Back if you
euros.
need to.
You are losing money. You are not gaining. So stop. Except you have a business in a high end business in Nigeria that is giving you
Income.
higher higher interest rate back to euros. Stop saving in naira. Save in euros, please.
Yeah, and then for this one, on black tax, so that's just the last one we have. It's not bad to help your friends, your family if you can,
Be very,
but you need
very
to know your
careful.
limit and have your limit at least.
Yeah, be very, very careful because I, for one, I am a victim of black tax, especially from extended um people, not even family. There was a day, I think it was last year, I came back from Nigeria. I think I told you as well. I came back from Nigeria and I calculated how much I spent for just one particular person. My people, I spent 465,000 naira for just one
Someone that is
person.
not your family member.
Yeah, someone that is supposed to be a friend, because I can't say you're my friend and you are draining me. Do you
Yeah,
understand?
because the sad thing is they don't know what you are going through. Like sometimes,
Exactly.
like imagine that time you say you were not going to work and somebody is trying to bill you, and if you don't
Yeah,
give them, you're a bad person.
exactly. So I calculated how much I spent for just this person for 1 month.
Just imagine.
Yeah, 1 month,
That's a full time
sixty-five
job, more
thousand
than a
naira.
full time job.
Yeah, for just one person, and I'm like, huh? If I can spend just one person this amount
And
for
you won't
one
even
month,
spend that on your own self. That's the
yeah,
annoying thing.
exactly, because you'll be thinking like that money is small money. I'm just sending 100 euros. I'm sending 50 euros.
50, 20. Uh-huh. By
Yeah,
the time you
it's
spread it all over the month, it's
according to my Irish people, it's 50 quid, it's 20 quid, it's 100 quid, it's nothing. But it's a lot. It's actually a lot. So you can't be trying to plan your life and structure yourself for your family, for you and your future. And someone back in Nigeria is just at the back end of the keyboard and is draining you financially and mentally and emotionally, because they also know how to be manipulative and blackmailing. If you don't get it, oh, now only 10,000 naira you give me, now only 50,000 naira you give me. Yeah,
honestly,
and then
that's so
when, yeah,
sad.
when you live abroad for 10 years and you have nothing, they are still the same people that will tell you, oh, forget that one, done the abroad now for like 10 years, done the abroad for 5 years,
You
never
don't get
nothing.
gray hair for
Hey,
themselves.
never even feel buy bicycle. These are the same people you were trying to help. So my brother and my sister and my uncle and my daddy, be very, very careful.
Know your limits.
Be very, very careful of black tax. If it's not money that, okay, you've not done your actual savings for the month, you've not invested for that month, if it's not something that you could throw away, of which there's no money you can even throw away, be very, very careful of black tax, because those people that you are helping are still the same people that will insult you if you don't plan your life for. I'm not saying you shouldn't help,
Of
but
course you
know your
should.
limits.
Yeah, know
Yeah.
your
And
limits.
most people take advantage of us abroad. They just feel like when you're abroad, you plot
Yeah,
money.
she can just send me 50 euros. It's nothing to her now.
Yeah, it's
Hmm.
nothing. But if I send you 50 euros and you ask
And
me for
someone
another
else
50,
asks you,
for
another
another
person,
50 euros.
how much would that
Yeah,
be?
and if you I send 50 euros trying to assist you, and you feel like, oh, I'm indebted to you, you are entitled to my money, you come back again another week to ask me for that same 50. If it's a one-off thing, I will get it. Oh, Nigeria is hard, I understand. But you not taking advantage and always coming back to ask me for money,
It's not good.
nah, it's not good. That
So that,
means, yeah, indeed taking, you're calling me a fool to my face, so I wouldn't take that. So be very careful of people trying to take advantage of you and your finance.
yeah. So the bonus points would be buying expensive gadgets.
The
Let me
question
give it
is
to her. Since she came, she has been buying all the latest iPhones. Rich kid.
no, that's my bad habit. Everybody has a bad habit, right?
Yeah, but try.
Some people drink, some people smoke,
Yeah.
some people do drugs. I
Mm-hmm.
don't. I like phones. I like.
Yeah, but if you're just a new immigrant coming
Yeah,
in, so just try
yes,
to avoid
sure,
it.
exactly.
Because some of them they will tell you can do it on finance, they're taking money monthly, but do you
Yeah.
really need it?
Do you really need it? That's
Ask
the
the
question.
question.
For me, I need mine. I need it for my business. I need it for work.
That's understandable, but
Yeah, but do you really, really, really like? Do you need it? So if you don't need it, and avoid buying things on finance. If it's something you can pay one off, please pay it one off. Even if you buy on finance and you have that money to pay in one off before the end of that
yeah,
period, please go and pay it back one off.
yeah. For
Yeah,
example, like you're just a student, you came in and you're just thinking of buying a car, and you are close to the
exactly.
bus stop. What's the point?
Exactly. Yeah. Like even me that I'm working, if not that I really, really need it now, I don't have a reason to buy a cow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's different if you are on the county side and there's no buses. But if you are in the
Yeah.
city area or in Dublin, there are
Yeah.
mostly buses. There
Yeah.
should be a
And
bus or a train station near
yeah, and
you.
the only reason why I say I really, really need it is because I'm going to work more often and
Mm-hmm.
my family's
So
coming.
that's different.
Yeah. But
But for a new person,
for a
you now
new
want to buy a car,
person,
you want to just
exactly,
relax.
because you spend leap card 80
20.
euros in a month,
Mm-hmm.
20 in a week.
I think they even reduced itself a bit.
Yeah.
So,
So I just giving you that 80
mm-hmm.
euros in a month, because I don't
Yeah,
even spend up to 80 euros at the
because you
moment
don't go out that often.
for transportation in
Yeah.
a month. And then I have friends that bought cars. There was a day my friend told me how much she spent for a car, and I'm like, I don't think I can afford one. And she was looking at me like, yeah, I can't. She told me she got the car on finance and she pays 300 for the car back, and she pays 250 for insurance,
That's a lot.
and she buys petrol.
550 already minus
Yeah,
petrol.
and she buys petrol of like 200, 250 in a month. And it was like
How much are you
750.
earning?
And I'm like 750. And I'm like, okay, I still spend 80 euros. I don't need a car. And they're like, you need a car.
Yeah, and
Like,
understand for people that were driving in Nigeria before, they would think they cannot manage with a car, but trust me, you
you
survive.
can because the bus
The
is
buses
frequent.
they could delay sometimes, but if you know you have somewhere to go, go early. If you miss your
Exactly.
bus, the next time you go earlier.
Exactly. And we have the luas, we
Yes.
have the train. The bus
Mm-hmm.
is kind of like frequent. So
Depends on your location, anyways, but
if you don't need a car,
don't get it.
I am team, don't get a car. Yeah, I am team that because even now that I want to buy a car, I think I want to buy a point A to point B. I'm not going to even spend anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, because saying you want to leave that old Nigerian pressure thing of everyone is driving a big car, everyone is driving a Benz, I need to get a Benz, and you cannot imagine having a care job or any job at all and you're earning 2000 and your rent is like 500 and you have to pay bills of like 200 and you buy a car where you have to spend 700, you just be here.
How much is minimum wage again that you want to pay all this? Just think of it.
Exactly. I think I'm going to be seeing you
Is
on
the
YouTube
yeah?
saying, oh, Ireland is hard, we just want to pay bills, when you are the one that made that bad decision yourself. So if you don't need it, do not get it. I am team, don't get a car
Yeah, but when
unless
you
you
start
really really
earning
need it.
well, you can buy any car you want to buy.
Even if you
That's
are
different.
earning well
No,
and you
no.
still make poor decisions,
Mm-mm.
you that earning well is still not earning
No,
well.
but I think for a car, me, I like nice cars. I've never bought a car for myself. So if I want to buy a car, I would like to buy a great car. But when I
Yeah.
was a student, I never even thought of car. It was not on my mind. It
Even when
was
I
not on
was
my
working
plan.
part time, full time now, if not that I really, really, really need it now,
Mm-hmm.
no, I don't think I would even want to spend more than 80 euros that I'm spending now for transportation. I'm gonna start buying petrol of 250 in a month. I'm even looking for electric cars where I know I can charge, and I think
Electric cars are expensive.
no, I think they say it's cheaper now.
No, they're not. They might
And
just
if I don't
they
drive
might
out, the
just give
battery
you
will be
five
there now.
thousand off.
I don't drive out, the battery will be there now. I don't know, but
Yeah.
yeah, if you don't really, really need a car, don't get it. If not, you'll be among those people that let me not call the name of the country. Ireland is hard. Everybody work here to pay bills.
You are paying tax. You are paying tax. You don't come abroad, oh, because you be paying
Exactly.
tax. Oh.
When
But
you
the
are the
tax
one
is
that
not even
made
the problem. You are the problem. No,
yeah, you
you're
are
the
the
one not saving
problem.
your money and
Exactly.
managing your life.
You
Oh.
made poor decisions. So be very, very careful of that. Hope we didn't bore you today with our unsolicited advice.
Yes, it's unsolicited. So still do your research. We're just sharing our own experience and the
Exactly.
experience of people that we know. So,
Yeah, be very, very
mm-hmm.
careful and do your
In
research.
caps.
Do your research. Okay. And I hope to welcome all of you lovies here in
Yeah.
Ireland. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you for watching, guys. Make sure to subscribe. If you are watching this video now and you've watched to this point, subscribe, share to your friends, people you care about. Send them this YouTube page. Go on Instagram, give us a follow. Go on Facebook, give us a follow. Like, share, and comment. Thank you, guys.
Thank you. And
Bye.
then yeah,
Oh,
and then I think if you have any topic that you want us to talk about, you
okay.
can drop. If we have like at least 20 comments of the same topic, we'll make a video of it.
Yeah. So anything you want to know about Ireland, just drop a
Drop
comment,
a comment, yeah.
or you can email us as well, whichever one. Just let us know. Yeah.
Yeah. Bye bye. See you in our next
Bye.
video.